Gentlemen, welcome to the HSBN Media Day press conference. Coach, if you could just begin by introducing yourself and also the players you have at the table with you.
Pete Graffio, my 9th year at St. John Paul Academy. I got with me my senior starting catcher, Jack Hay, starting shortstop, ace pitcher, Christian Larson, and Braden Forchek, starting third baseman, pitcher, play everywhere, senior.
9 years. You can just share with me a little bit about what that means to you, the program, and I obviously haven't been there for that long. You've put a lot into it.
Yeah, I mean, we started with no field, and we built up a complex, and every year we're adding to it, so that's an accomplishment. We've been able to, we started with 10 kids on one team, and we've been able to continue to build a program every year, be competitive every year, and sometimes even play above that level. So I'm very happy with that and proud of what we've accomplished there.
Yeah, and it's just like you said. I mean, you took the words right off of what I have here. The program has been very consistently very competitive. Second straight winning season last year.
Mm-hmm.
How do you are you looking to have much carryover or any momentum from last season, or how do you go into a new year?
I think we were a little bitter on how things ended, in the sense that we expected more from ourselves last year. So I think our team leadership, senior leadership, is outstanding, and I really like this team. Really, really good team.
Talking about how much you like the team, maybe we could expand on that and talk about what you like about it, maybe what the identity of this team looks like and what you expect from
It's the work ethic and the character that they're showing is what I like. We got, we're focused on playing baseball, not the other things outside of baseball. We're focused on what we need to achieve on the baseball field, and these three guys are the main part of that.
How is that going to translate on the field to to hitting and defense and pitching and how?
I have an answer to that. So, past years we almost played for ourselves, not as all in one unit. And this year, that's where we're different. All of us are playing together. If I don't have a good at bat, I know I have 8 other guys behind me to hit. Okay, so we're all working together as a unit, and that's brought us a lot of success in the fall, and we know it's going to carry over in the spring.
Was there anything in specific that happened in the fall that kind of unified the team that way?
Yeah, string together a bunch of base hits, smart at bats, great defense.
Even team chemistry is just, we've been together for a while now, and we build against each other and with each other and had some ups and downs, but in the end we're still together as a team.
And what are the biggest keys for you guys to be successful in wins and losses? Because it sounds from what you're all saying that you're already successful in building that type of a team, which is great, but let's talk about the result.
Well, the result is, I think, starting back, these guys, I think they expected a lot of themselves, even as freshmen, and expected to win early. And I think the pressure grew, self-created a little bit. They might, I don't know how they feel about it, but that's what I saw. So I think things were a little bit different. And now I think they're in a little more of a relaxed mode, and realizing that not one of them has to do it, they can all do it. And I think, we may have had more talent top to bottom in years past, but the chemistry is so much better.
And specifically on the field, how is your team going to look? Are you going to be a fast team stealing bases? Are you going to be sacrifice bunting? Are you going to be dominating with pitching? Like, what is the dynamic we
Well,
can
Jack
expect?
said he's hitting double-digit home runs this year. So that aspect, and then Braden's going to hit some. And Christian might even pop a few, right?
So long ball is
No, I mean we're gonna play
All around, yeah.
Our plan is to play good, fundamental, situational baseball. Hit behind the runner, getting that guy home from third with less than 2 outs. Those are the things that win baseball games. I mean, home runs are pretty and look nice and on your stat sheet, but that's not that's not the bottom line. We need to play good defense, pitch well. We got a lot of good young pitchers that we're going to be bringing through. So yeah, I mean I'm excited about it. It's a good
what are you
mixture.
expecting from your pitching staff? How is that going to?
We're going to be going that Tampa Bay route where we're using a lot of different guys when Christian's not pitching, and maybe when we have another kid, Jake Torres or Braden. Those guys are going to be more guys that I rely on for multiple innings, but we have a lot of guys that we're going to rely on for get me an out, get me 3 outs, get me an inning. That's all I need.
Going back to the hitting, because it's one of the things that I've always kind of noticed and appreciated over the years covering you, and to hear it, it doesn't surprise me at all, but maybe you can tell what it is. It seems like whenever your lineup starts to get going, you all get going.
Yeah.
I'm so used to seeing you string a lot of hits together in innings. You know, why? How do you guys
It's
get
just,
on board like that?
You know, during practice, we all joke about it, you know, coming back, because we're usually the underdogs, and that's how our team has always been. And so once one person starts something off, we all feed off the energy and just keep going and always end up coming on top.
Yeah, and it really, I mean, is it something you can almost taste it or feel it as soon as you feel that
Yeah.
element, you know it's coming? Or
Yeah,
what?
once someone pieces a ball, we all know we're ready to go, and we just all zone in and start just piecing together hits and scoring runs and always coming back.
Let's talk a little bit about the district that you guys play in. Obviously, it's a really big district. It's
Mhm.
a tough district. I mean, there's so many elements within that. The scheduling aspect, the
Right.
challenges. You know, just share all of those unique aspects that you go through with it.
Great division, great coaches. I mean, no disrespect to any other divisions, but I mean, it's really, I mean, you know, Benjamin,
best.
Heritage, Kings, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, I go on
Newman,
record and say it almost all the time. I think it's
Oxbridge. I mean, they're
probably the
all,
best
you
district
know.
in Palm
Yeah.
Beach.
It's
most
it's
competitive
always
league.
competitive. The games are always, you know, well, maybe not the Benjamin games last year, but no, the games are always competitive, and it just good rivalries, and you know, it's just a lot of respect, you know, on and off the field for those teams and coaches.
Yeah, you really seem to bring out the best in each other.
Mhm.
It's even
Absolutely.
the district's even gotten bigger this year, and I still just expect more of the same.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, now we're, you know, we're 8-team division, so you know, 14 games we're playing, conference games. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, it's always great to compete against those teams. Like I said, quality players, quality coaches, and that's kind of how we started. You know, we had to make a name for ourselves, and you know, playing the Heritages. And you know, when I first started, we weren't getting a lot of respect from anybody, which, rightfully so. Before I got there, they were 2-23, so. Who would ever think that we were going to be competitive, and a few years later we were able to compete?
And you've certainly earned that
Yeah.
now. I never asked any of the other teams, and I'm kind of surprised that I didn't think to ask sooner, but how is the district playoff schedule going to be now? Are all 8 teams going to make the
Yes.
district playoffs? So is it going to be a 1 versus an 8? Is that like
Yes,
it's almost going to be like a
Where
bracket?
everybody's going to make it, and actually, but we gave ourselves an extra day instead of. I think it's. I'm not exactly sure, but I just remember that we gave ourselves an extra day in between, so that actually our semi game, everybody would have their main pitchers back. You know, you have that extra day as opposed to, giving us an opportunity to move on and be at our best. And that wasn't just something for me. I mean, that was just all the coaches agreed to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we just
If all
felt
the
like
teams are on board with that. It's a great,
Right.
It's a great opportunity. And it's an element that would certainly work.
right.
I know last year you guys played in the Hall of Fame tournament spring break. Are you playing in that?
No,
one
I'm
again,
not.
Or are you playing in the spring tournament?
No, actually, we're going to just fill in for one game. For Coach Hoffman asked us to play in one game with him, but no, we're not. We're not going to play. We are playing that week, a couple of games at the end of the week, but just with all the conference games, and then I wanted to get some other games in. It was just a little bit too much for us this year.
I was curious, particularly. I wanted to ask after I found out about the district playoffs because you could get a taste of a bracket, I guess.
Right.
Is there ways that you're maybe thinking how we can emulate to prepare for that playoff, the district playoffs?
I just think us playing a good schedule and playing good teams, and I think we're finishing, with Westminster Academy, who's always good, well-coached team.
Yeah, it's actually the next thing I had written down here was, especially outside of a really tough district, you're playing some really quality teams.
Right.
Shaman, Amadana, Monarch,
Right.
Pinecrest, Trinity Christian.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I want to try to play better teams whenever and wherever I can, and especially towards the end of the year, because in the past when we were able to win districts, we actually went in losing towards the end of the year, but we were playing really good teams and played very competitive games. So I think that's part of preparing for the playoffs is playing those teams towards the end of the year.
You guys sound like a real confident group. I mean, it really oozes through the screen. And, from the coaching to the players, you all sound like you have a good sense of, not overconfidence,
Right,
but like
no.
a good sense of confidence. Where do you see that translating to wins and losses this season? Not necessarily a number, but where do you see yourself this season?
I mean, I always think we're going to do well, and again, I'm not disrespecting any team that we play. I'm just saying I have confidence in my coaching ability, my coach's ability, and my players' ability to understand what we're trying to do. go out there and give your maximum effort, give it everything you have. And I see these kids, again, I've been with these kids since, the summer of their 8th grade year. And I know what they can do. And again, that was probably the expectations were kind of high for us, within ourselves. We thought that we were going to be, add some districts and regionals and that kind of stuff. It didn't happen. But we're
It
going
seems to have trickled down because it seems, the vibe we're all getting here from your players is similar to you, that you've really been able to impart that to your team. And a lot of coaches, will say, here's what type of team I want to be and all this stuff, but it doesn't necessarily get translated
Right.
down to that level. It seems like you've really been able to accomplish that.
Well, we could talk at the end of the year and tell me if I accomplished it or not.
Fair enough. I don't think you would have.
I hope you're right. But, right now, we're like I said, it's a great group of kids. It's, that's half the battle is having a good group of kids around you and understanding and respecting what you're trying to do. And I'm lucky to have that.
Going back to what Coach mentioned earlier, it's one of those things that it began when, since we've been covered, so we kind of got to see it come along. But talk about having that field on campus and adding to it every year and really having your own home field to share for your program and such an important aspect to have.
I mean, it's great. I mean, it's my 4th year now, and both of our fourth years.
So
but
you've kind of seen
yeah,
it
like
come
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
it's like I feel really relaxed, really comfortable. I'm not trying to do too much like I did freshman year. I was trying to prove myself to the team. This year, we all know our roles. We all know what we can do out there and what we can't do out there. Okay, we're not gonna have if we have guys that can't hit home runs, they're not gonna go out there trying to hit home runs. They're gonna go out there either doing their job with moving them over, or whatever their job is. We all know our role and we're all sticking to that. And so far, it's just given us, I don't know what you.
It's giving us an advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
for
mean,
sure.
yeah.
You gotta play 21 outs to win a game. You can't go short. You can't play over. You gotta play 21 to compete.
Yeah, geez, in your guys' district, sometimes it even takes more than 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sometimes.
There's a lot of extra inning
Honestly.
games in your guys' district.
I don't know. We're just really comfortable this year. I mean, relaxed. We're all playing really good, and we just trust in our team and in ourselves. So.
Well said.
Last thing before we wrap things up, Coach, and I know it's another aspect that you've really helped to build that pipeline at the school. Do you have any guys that are looking to go on and play at the next level and sign with a college?
Well, these three are. Jack's going to New Jersey,
Institute of Technology.
and these two are going to be able to. They're going over to Lynn University, and I'm going to get to watch them every week. So that's fun for me. I've had other kids that have went along and played. But yeah, no, and I got a couple of young guys that are going to be really good that I would expect are going to garner a lot of attention.
Talk about, just that aspect and how important that is to what you do within the high school baseball.
It means a lot in the sense of the kids that really want it, not that feel that should be just given an opportunity. These three kids work hard, give you everything they have. They're the kind of the example of, a feel-good story of kids going on to play college baseball. And it's not all about, I know everybody gets caught up in Division I. Oh, I got to go play D1. You got to
No, we don't.
go play baseball. No, but yeah, I don't, the people on the other side of the fence.
Oh yeah.
That's not what it's about. It's about you go play where you're going to play. Not just accolades for saying I'm playing D1, but I'm not playing.
Hey,
I'm just, yeah.
I ride the bench at UM, or I star at another school.
The opportunity to go play, get a good education, advance yourself. That's really what it's all about. And if God gives you the ability to move on and go play professional baseball, or gives you that opportunity, even better. But the key is to get that education and enjoy those 4 years of playing the game, because that's what it's about.
Coach, really kind of last thing, what's the key to success for this group this year to take you where you want to be at the end?
I think it's going to be the pitching. That's usually what it comes down to. I feel comfortable with our offense, comfortable with our defense. I think the pitching is going to be, I need some of those young guys to give me those 1 innings and 2 inning kind of things to help us get through. So.
And I know, I think it was Karn, one of the other press conferences I did yesterday. I'm so used to this district being an offensive-minded district, you know, I started saying that, and he reminded me, corrected me that it's a very pitching-heavy district, I
Yeah.
think, this year. So I think more than in years past, the pitching may be the very
Yeah, I
nice
mean, I
thing.
think, you know what, I mean, there has been a lot of offense, but I think across the board, I mean, even from my teams in the past, everybody had good pitching, you know? I mean, it was always, I mean, when it came down to the bottom line, was you had to win those games, it was all pitching, you know? So, I mean, I think that's gonna be our advantage. Benjamin always had good pitching, King, I mean, you know, they all did. So now, I think it's gonna remain the same, and I think that's what it's gonna come down to win those winning districts.
Well, guys, I appreciate you taking the time here today, and here's to making that happen. Have a great season this
Okay.
year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, appreciate it. Thanks for coming. Good to see you again, Coach.